Okay, I'm not gonna waste any time here. The best weapon in ULTRAKILL is the marksman revolver. It's extremely versatile, useful in every situation, and ULTRAKILL just would not be the same without it. But why is the marksman revolver the best weapon in ULTRAKILL? Why isn't it any other weapon in the game like the shotgun, the solid blade launcher, the railgun, or the rocket launcher? But before we get into that though, let's get into what the marksman revolver can even do. The marksman is the green variant of the revolver. It can be bought from the terminal for 7500p after receiving the piercer revolver in 0-1 in the prelude. Its primary fire is identical to the other default revolvers, as it fires quickly, dealing 1 damage towards enemies per shot. Where it gets real good though is the alt fire for the marksman. This is because when alt firing with the marksman, it will toss a shiny coin. This doesn't sound too crazy, but these coins make the marksman the best weapon in the game. When tossing a coin, it will follow the player's momentum, which means that if the player is moving to the right, the coin will be tossed to the right. If the player is moving to the left, the coin will be tossed to the left. If the player is jumping, then the coin will go higher in order to follow the player's momentum. This means that the coin is guaranteed to be in the crosshair of the player after a second, assuming that the player keeps moving in that direction and they don't move their crosshair. The most basic use of the marksman is simply to shoot the coin after it is fired. When it is fired, the coin will fire at the closest enemy nearby, dealing 2 damage, and it will aim at the weak point of the enemy, or the projectile that the enemy is charging up. The marksman also has a priority to hit when it is shot. The priority for the coin to hit from highest to lowest would be 1. Other coins, 2. Rockets, cores, and cannonballs, 3. Enemies, and 4. Glass. If there are 2 or more targets that are equal in priority, like 2 enemies, then the coin will go for the enemy that is closer. When shooting a coin at the split second the coin flashes, the coin will perform a split coin, which means that it will separate into 2 separate shots and can deal 2 damage or more to 2 separate enemies. Unless you're using the slab marksman for some reason, but more on that later. However, when a coin is punched with the feedbacker after the coin flashes, the coin will hit an enemy, dealing 2 damage, and the coin will bounce upward from the enemy, allowing the coin to be shot again or chained from another coin. Another tech with the marksman is rail coining. The electric rail cannon and the alt fire of the slab piercer can ultra ricochet off of coins as well. Coins are also able to increase conductor damage from the electric rail cannon and the jumpstart nail gun. Coins can even be whiplashed to keep them in the air for longer. There's also other tech like dead coining and probably more that I forgot, but I won't get into them because I want to keep the video simple. Also, the slab marksman also has its own unique thing, where if it is shot during the coin flash, the slab marksman will do a little spinny trick, allowing all the slab revolvers equipped to reload their primary shot instantly. But you do give up split coining to do this, so I typically prefer the default marksman. Okay, that was a lot of information to take in from a mechanic that just tosses a coin. But what makes the marksman the best? First off, the most underrated feature about coins is that it aims for cores. With this, the coins from the marksman can easily cause a red explosion with the core or even a nuke with the malicious rail cannon. The aim assist with cores can be extremely helpful since it's much easier to pull off than shooting the core itself, and it allows you to hit cores that you normally wouldn't have hit. I don't see people use this too much, but it is super useful for dealing with a horde of enemies, so maybe try it. Also, the split coining feature of the marksman is extremely powerful as well. Coins being able to guarantee that you'll hit the weak points of 2 enemies is a must-have. Split coining can kill off weaker enemies like soldiers, strays, or filth extremely easily. This is very useful, especially in brutal difficulty where soldiers and strays can be pretty scary with how accurate they are. And also because soldiers can roll around while shooting at you with a shotgun of hell energy. Punching the coin is also useful as well. After punching the coin will bounce from the enemy, allowing you to punch the coin again, chain it with other coins, rail coin it, or do whatever you can with a coin. But seriously though, being able to use the coin again after punching it into an enemy is so fun and satisfying to pull off. Then there's rail coining, which is probably one of the most satisfying things to pull off in the game. Being able to pierce one enemy with the electric rail cannon multiple times deals a crazy amount of damage, and it allows you to do crazy stuff like this. Rail coining shreds bosses, which, even though it is skillful, it's pretty overpowered. Not only that, but coins increasing conductor damage from the electric rail coin and the jumpstart nail gun is helpful as well. Also, I didn't mention this earlier, but the marksman can reflect the Maurice's laser or a sentry laser back at itself or other enemies. A well-timed coin toss into the laser attack of a Maurice, sentry, or ferryman will cause a chargeback, which is when the hit scan attack of the enemy will reflect back at itself, meaning an enemy can technically kill itself from shooting at a coin that you toss. Chargebacks are extremely fun and satisfying to pull off, and they are one of the most impressive feats to pull off in the game. Even using the slab piercer shot into coins can deal an insane amount of damage, especially when whiplashing coins to constantly add more damage from more coins. Not only that, but you can also use the jackhammer to fire a core into a coin to help assist your aim with cores. What makes the marksman the best is that it's strong in every situation. Need to kill many fodder enemies? Then just toss coins and split coin them. Need to deal a lot of damage to one enemy or a boss? Then just toss coins and rail coin them. Need to kill a horde of enemies? Then toss a coin and use it to hit a core, or use coins to increase conductor damage. In every situation, the marksman is able to shine, which is why it is so great. All of the tech you can pull off with the marksman is why it's just so great. Whether you're a new player or a veteran at the game, you can still learn or improve with all the tech that the marksman has to offer, which is why it's perfect. I have 370 hours in the game, and I'm still trying to improve at my rail coins and chargebacks. The marksman has everything a good weapon has. It's fun, there's a lot of tech to learn from it, and you'll be using it throughout the entire game. There are some extra features that you can do with the coin, like give it to the ferryman to skip the boss, or skip the first level in the limbo layer by tossing a coin into the fountain. I'll say it again, the marksman is the best weapon in ULTRAKILL. All of the tech you can pull off with it makes it a must-have. If ULTRAKILL did not have coins, the game just wouldn't be the same, because the marksman is just the most iconic weapon in the game, and it is a staple to most players' arsenal. There's probably some more crazy tech with coins that I didn't really talk about in the video, because coins are just that versatile, but I do recommend that you try learning and practicing all of the tech that the marksman has to offer, even if it looks too hard, because it's really fun and satisfying to pull off once you get it. But yeah, that's it about the marksman. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing because this took so long to make, and I plan on making more weapon reviews like this. So if you subscribe, it would help a lot. And yeah, I'll try to make more videos like this.